I understand. Dad duties.
Well, my wife broke her ankle the weekend, so
Oh,
I'm
jeez.
half
Sorry.
a single dad at this point. So
That's
I might have to
that's
hop off like after an hour or 45 minutes or so. But
okay.
I'll let you know in stream and DM.
Okay, no problem. Whatever you got to do, you got to do.
Okay, cool.
I understand. It's all good.
Appreciate it. Everything good by you?
Yeah, it's going well. Just want to make sure that we're streaming. Are we streaming? Are we on this thing? Are we
Let
live?
me see. I'm trying to go into the stream.
We're live. No, it looks like we're streaming. We're on.
Okay, perfect. Perfect.
We are on. We are live. There we go. Wouldn't you know it? Bill's Mafia. Don J's here too. What up, y'all? You know what I didn't do? I didn't change the name of the stream. But it
Yeah, you
does
did
say live
not.
with WWE Champions.
We're live
Awesome.
with champs.
Whew, that was a close
Yeah.
one. All
So.
good. The big homie
Look at
Snow Nizzle. What up? Kurgan's here.
that.
Oh,
We
man.
got the punk. The punk. You just had 2 weekends in a row, all in your favor,
Yep.
and all in your name.
Gotta love it. Big Fritz, what up? Everyone can hear Flex okay?
You even want to hear Flex?
I mean, that wasn't
Kidding. I know you.
that wasn't the question I asked, but hey, man, while we're at
So,
it, might as well ask it.
yeah. Happy Monday, all. Happy Tuesday to you all in the future.
Hello, hello. You got a
You're
big
listening overseas.
mouth, Bo Presser. What up, Corn Dog?
Uh,
The Bro Flex is in the building. What up, Dirt A?
Indeed.
Oh, good times. All right.
Here we go.
Big Love is here too. We'll let the class shuffle on in.
Gonna be a
Who?
lot of love tonight. A lot of love tonight.
Thanks, Eddie Murphy. Question mark? E Frey, yes. What up? Ben B. Broflex sounds like Timu workout equipment. Hence why it's the name of our stream together.
Indeed.
Indeed.
It's a stream you didn't know you needed for a discount.
Bill's Mafia shots fired.
Yeah.
Bazam.
Let me see. Let me see if I can get it out real quick. Latin Reborn.
We all love that boss battle. And that's why we friends have a brog for you tonight about the faction boss this weekend. So
Yep. Yep.
it's Naomi Gear Week. I
Yep.
can feel it. I hope so, Don J. I hope
Oh,
so.
I knew it was Donjay before I even looked. As soon as you said Naomi, I knew it was Donjay.
You lost a lot of
Can you
weight
feel the
using
glow?
Feel the glow. They just accept anybody in this faction now, huh? The Broflex 3000.
I work out through a machine.
That's too funny.
I
All
should make
right,
a
Jim.
workout tape at this point.
Yeah, we just get the old 80s
Yeah,
workout tapes
tape.
going.
Let's do it.
We're probably going to have to
All right.
move this champs game along over here as we do
Yep.
things tonight. Anyways, we'll just move it slightly over. So we got things to talk about. First time in class. Who's that? McHash Brown. Welcome. First time in class. Glad to have you here. Mac, what's up? Jay Nasty. Oh boy, indeed. Only if they had
Jay Nasty,
Ben
the
B.
law firm JNB.
The law firm of J&B. What up, Southside? So we got a few things to discuss tonight since we got Flex here with me. So first and foremost, we're going to do a little bit of Showdown talking. This is still in the beta version, but I want to hear, ooh, look at this. The Twitch Live account is in a higher league. What do you know? We're in the U.S. Champ Division, y'all. Take that.
Ooh, look at that.
Just squall.
But you can't rail him.
Wow, look, who set up this defense? Dang. Someone wasn't kidding setting up this account.
No.
Oh,
Look at all those buffs and perks, and look at that red dot, that beautiful red dot. For those that don't know, the red dot's where you go to claim everything, everything that you've accumulated
So click
throughout
on the
your
red dot.
SD.
There you go. And I'll put
Yep.
all that there. Ooh, look at this shiny new fun plate sitting here, Seth's plate. 3 energies a day. That's all you need, though, Mac. Just 3 energies and you're done. Showdown. Bang. It's 3 more than nothing. That's true. Anybody attack us yet? It's 3 more than none. I mean, can you really be mad at 3 more than none? Who are in the rankings? Leaderboards. Hey.
What's up, Zandal?
Can we get this all up? Hey, Zandal's here. Reward rankings. What do we get? Twitch Live is in 3,752nd place, y'all. There you go.
At least it didn't say 3,750 tooth. It has a TH at the end of almost.
Tooth. The Jabroni Killer is new here. What up, Jabroni Killer? Welcome on in. You're in the professor's classroom. I got the Flex, the TWF Gaming here. I've pinned all of our info in the pinned chat up there, pinned to the chat. So check out any and all of our socials and other things. Glad to have everybody in here tonight. So we got a couple of things going on. So first we're going to talk Faction Boss for the weekend. We're going to go over the Faction Boss mini brog. So we got a little bit of an idea of what we're looking at for the rest of the week since it's not live in game. And then Thursday, you'll have the Mega Brog, which will go over the weekend contest and the Faction Boss stuff in more detail. Also tonight on the docket, we are going to be talking about the Showdown. So, yay. We're going to talk about the new Showdown, and we're going to get some of the feedback from y'all, what you like so far, what you don't like so far. I know Zandal's all about the Steel Cage, and may it live forever. The Chaos King Zandal, loving the Steel Cage rules. But yeah, so we're gonna just go.
At some point, he's gonna just be all by himself playing.
He might be the only one at this point.
He's gonna be the last one standing. The last Zand standing.
The last Zandal standing. And then after we go over sort of the Showdown, where you can point your criticisms, both positive and negative, of the Showdown changes that you've seen. Then we're just going to go over possible boss battle combinations and things that we can look for this weekend. So, but what if you're burnt out from the 15 straight weeks of Showdown before? I mean, what about the 15 weeks before that and the 15 weeks before that? I mean, I've been playing Showdown pretty much every week for years now, Kurgan. It feels like.
And the 40 weeks left to go.
Yeah, there's still so many more to go before the end of the year, guys. So many more. Last but not least, before I absolutely forget, there will be a giveaway. It'll be tomorrow night. It'll be on my channel, so make sure you're there, 8 p.m. specifically Eastern time. And then we'll do what we normally do. And that's going to be the last stream for me until next Monday, when we have our new MLC Brog reveal on this channel, and I will be there next Monday, swerve video and all. So no Friday stream for me this week. That's what we're looking at. All right, y'all, shall we do this? Shall we go? Shall we hit the Brog? Let's hit it.
Ring the bell.
Ding ding. All right, y'all, you know how we do on this channel. For the newbies that are here, I will read this front to back. I will record it as a video so I can post it after the stream tonight, and then I'll head back and go over anything that needs any more sort of explanation, and we'll go over any questions that you have. But I will ignore the chat. I will leave that up to Flex and everybody else. So let's do it.
I got you.
You're not showing up for swerve videos, sir. Oh, Donjay, love you, bro. So let's do this. Class is in session. The professor is in. I'm here with TWF Gaming's own Flex to Don. Flex, what's happening?
Happy Monday, all. Happy Tuesday to those of you in the future. Got a lot to review, and we're going to start off with everyone's favorite mode, especially mine. Let it rip.
Faction Boss time. So do keep in mind that this is a work in progress for the Faction Boss this weekend, April the 5th. So, as we all know at this point, you got to earn Faction Boss coins. Make sure you're in a lineup that has everybody there. It gives 2 times the amount of boss coins. We all know that by now. So, how you're going to do this week. You're going to figure out how to overcome this week's faction boss's hardened green gem shield and move freeze. So we're back to the freeze shield type of a boss battle this weekend. Boss breakers will not affect the shield, so bring superstars that generate a lot of green gems. Hell freezes over boss breakers to unfreeze your team's moves. The boss does have a large weakness to 3 kinds of gems: blue gems, yellow gems, and reinforced gems. The summary, which we had hoped would be seen in game, but it doesn't look like it's there at the moment, but it will be there soon, I hope. The boss's moves this time around, every 1 to 2 turns, will have the deal damage, which increases every single turn. We've seen that for a long time now. It will have the hardened green shield, as we talked about. It will have a combo move within that, creating random immobile gems on the board, and then a boost damage for any immobile gems left on the board on your next turn. And lastly, a freeze player moves. The battle attributes. So some battle attributes will now scale with increasing difficulty levels. The boost amounts below are the max value at level 23. Reinforced gem damage will be plus 700%, yellow gem damage plus 500%, and blue gem damage plus 500%. And Steeled Cage Rule, shout out to the Chaos King Xandal, is in effect. Skill plates must be kept out of the cage. The boss's hit points, the difficulty for the boss this time around. So as we've seen in previous boss battles, nothing has changed here. Level 23 will still be 2.1 billion, with a B, 2.1 billion boss health. So the boss's abilities, we'll go over them since it's not in game right now. So it's going to deal damage every turn, starting on turn 1. All difficulty levels, this bonus damage scales. We already know that and how that works. The green shield will begin every 2 turns, and it starts on the boss's first turn. All difficulty levels, the shield will last 1 to 2 turns depending on the difficulty. At level 23, it will scale to 120 green gems. That is 2 boards plus 22. The shield will not be affected by boss breakers itself. So no boss breakers can affect the shield. The combo move is to create immobile gems and boost damage for those immobile gems. This will start on the second turn every 2 turns. And the boss will spawn anywhere between 16 and 25 random immobile gems. And the boss's move damage will increase by 100% the boss's next turn for any left on the board. This can be removed with the neutralize boss breaker, and the damage buff applies to the boss's next turn, as I said. Lastly, the freeze, which will happen every 2 turns starting on the boss's second turn. This will freeze 1 to 2 player moves lasting 1 to 2 turns depending on the difficulty, and that can be removed with the hell freezes over boss breaker. So the boss difficulty and rarity requirements, nothing has changed here. These are all still the same. No requirements for levels 1 to 6. 5 bronze is 7 and 8. 5 silver is 9 and 10. 5 gold is 10 through 13. 6 bronze is 14 through 17. 6 silver is 18 through 22. And 6-star gold is level 23. Nothing has changed here. All of that is the same per levels. Boss breakers, essential ones this time, you're going to need hell freezes over and neutralize. And so those are the essential. The helping hand and the it's time for the chaotic are the ones that will be helpful. Superstar strategies, well, basically reinforced gems, blue gems, yellow gems, bring people that can break a green shield and have the boss breakers that you need. Simple, done, easy. And then the boss, you can read that kind of stuff on your own if you don't know. Level 10 decreases the countdown and increases the effectiveness of the neutralize itself. So, yeah, I don't need to go over any of that stuff. I do like it because I read it, and that's how this works. So, there is your faction boss info for the weekend. It is a work in progress. It can change, but be sure to check out my videos coming out this week. We're going to have not only the top 4, but we'll also have the hard hitters and the bargain bin. So be sure to check out the Bros channel for that. Any final words, Flex?
Oh my. Saddle up, get yourselves ready for the cage and cage rules for BB for probably a long time. But yeah, this is what it looks like, and you get to battle Dirty Dom. So if there was a heal that you want to battle in the game, that would probably be the one.
There you go. Broflex out. Recording stopped. All right. We can answer anything in here. Merrick's. How you doing? Merrick's and the Raiders came on in here. Good to see you, Merrick's. If I ever if ever I wanted a 4-week
Spread the love,
MLC, this is
Merrick's.
the one. Yeah, buckle up from this one. Dylan, how you doing? Beluski,
The
Hutchbun,
one thing I will say,
anybody else who walked in?
go ahead.
Go ahead. Sorry, Flex.
I was gonna say if, the one thing that is the upshot here is we all know how much I can't say the word, how much I loathe boss battle. Um, at least it's a male version at this point. Where you just scroll to, that's one thing that we want to get final clarity on. There could just saying this out loud, just something in my head. Just because last time was the first time they had a different scaled boost by level for I guess for fairness or balance as they call it. So this is what we're seeing right now. We're told is what the buffs are at 23. So I don't know what it is at a lower level for, let's say, 20. Does yellow and blue become 700? I don't know. We don't know. This is what we have at this point. So like Bro said, it's a work in progress. Or progress.
Yeah, so that was one of the things that we had brought up, and we're still waiting for clarification or a final decision on that. So it is a male boss, and the yellow gems, blue gems, reinforced gems. It'll probably run like the last time, so there'll be an increase for lower levels. So yeah, there we go. Questions, comments, concerns, boss battle things. Anything you want to see or screenshots of?
Put in the chat, what are some of the ones that you're thinking of already? We're not going to steal your ideas. I don't even play this game.
Oh, I just make videos about the game, to be quite honest. Captain Lou would have been amazing, except no plates. Yeah. What's not allowed is skill plates, Joseph.
Yeah. Which is probably something I would imagine is going to be a. You could answer him fun. Also not allowed. You or Merrick's.
Yeah.
Merrick's what is. Yeah, I would imagine skill plates are going to be a thing that's going to be kind of a get used to not being in this mode for a while. Just as maybe stuff either starts to catch up or otherwise, or maybe we enter a new meta. But we've seen it already. What this is the fourth boss battle in a row where there were no skill plates.
Yep.
I think there's going to be a pattern there moving forward. So just at least brace yourselves thinking about that. Obviously, we don't know what the buffs are going to be or debuffs moving forward, but it's probably going to be something that we see as here to stay.
As I like to tell my students, the best predictor of future behavior is past behavior. So if there's been no skill plates in a boss battle for 4 straight weeks, you can imagine that that's going to continue. Imagine offering great plates this month, only not to use them. Exactly. So we got a couple of votes for Hall of Fame Goldberg. Z Lashley rides again, baby. The new Sammy with blue gems. The Miz, Trickster Bubba, maybe. Yeah, interesting. Okay, cool. There we go. And they nerfed the. I totally understand, Joseph. I said the exact same thing.
Yeah, the only thing that I mean, look, I've never been a fan of this mode. There are elements I like about it. There's elements obviously very strongly I'm very passionate about. But what I do like about it is that it does get people's juices going in the initial planning and organizing and staging process, right? Because you got to organize, you got to plan a lot. What you put in is what you get out, type of thing. But it is something that kind of you get a lot of views on it for a reason too, right? So there's a lot of interest in what can we use, what can't we use, that kind of thing. But I like when people do work together. There are definitely tweaks that this mode needs, but again, there are other things that they're going to be putting out there, and they have been putting out there. So the moments being universal is a huge plus, for example, right? So the only thing we can really do is focus on the positive with that. We're going to acquire things one way or the other, right? We're playing this game for a reason. So does it suck, frankly, to not be able to use certain things in a mode? Yes, but if it's offset, the way I look at it, even with Cage overall, if it's offset with other things or the boosts are good, I don't really mind as much. But I do understand the kind of the frustration not being able to use a certain thing. But again, if I can get the job done without it, and I'll use that for something else like Feud or maybe Showdown if we're allowed to use it there again, or somewhere else, then I'm okay with that as long as the stuff that we didn't have, the boosts that we didn't have are better. So plus this is a male boss, so it should be a little bit easier.
So this is, I guess, maybe another way to put this is, since plates look like they're not going to be in boss battle for the foreseeable future, then this is one of those cases of getting the other things that matter then that you can bring in. And that includes gears, and that includes 150% gem straps, that includes tier 6 metals. That's the kind of stuff that's going to really matter when it comes to boss battle from now on, it looks like, because those are the things that you can bring in, hopefully. So those are the things that are actually going to make the biggest difference. And moments too. Yes, Scon, thank you. Also, hi, Scon. So yeah, it's adding a different way to do the strategy of things. It just stinks that it's, I agree with everybody here, right? The idea that you've chased all of these plates, you've done what you've had to do to get these plates, and then you can't use it in a weekend game mode just feels punishing in some cases, right? But this is the
Definitely
reality of
feel
the
that.
situation, though, right? Like now we have to
Yeah.
find a different way to defeat all of these things. So
Yeah. Look, it's either going to be a moment in time or it's going to be here to stay type of thing. I do anticipate that it's going to be here to stay at least for this particular mode, which is I guess twice a month. But quite frankly, one of the pain points that I've had and one of the frustrations that I've had with this mode, not so much our groups and our partners as much, but there's a lot of groups where there's only like a couple people that are really doing the work. They're putting in the resources and doing the work and spending the time. Their lives just got a lot harder, but they're also responsible for 97, 98 other people that don't have the parts, have even less now to contribute. That's more the frustrating part that I've gathered feedback from around the community, hundreds and hundreds of people. Put that in the forum, whether you believe in the forum or not. Like you should put that in there regardless, because it is important for you to put that out there. And if you have a problem putting something on the forum, you don't feel comfortable. There are other outlets for that, but you should feel comfortable and confident putting it there. That is the spot. There should be threads for it, but don't just sit there and grumble about it. Look, I've been very vocal about it. Bro's been very very vocal about it. Yes, we have different platforms, but even if we didn't have this platform, we'd be very vocal about it. Just because if it doesn't feel right, or if it doesn't sit right, or it doesn't play right, then yeah, I mean, I've never been the type to just sit there and grumble about stuff. Like I don't shake my fist at the clouds. So go out there, put it on the forum, let them know what you don't like about it. Give wait till Thursday and see what everything looks like and what more of the final product would look like and what the event design will be, and then leave the forum, be proactive with it, and then instead of being just reactive off emotion. And if you like stuff, also put that in there as well.
yeah, this I'm going to be frank with everybody here, right? Like the forum is where they look. That's where they take your feedback the most seriously. So when something bad happens in the game or good happens in the game and nobody posts on the forum, it all means the same in the end to them, right? So this is where you need to go to the forum and let them know what you think about this showdown, about boss battle, about all of these things, right? That's where they listen the most, right? So make sure you're actually going there and doing that, right? So make sure you're heading there. Your displeasure, whatever it is, go to the forum. I've posted it in the chat. I'll post it one more time. It's basically community.wwchampions.com is the forum website. Go there now. Tell them what you think. It means nothing. Yeah, exactly. If you don't smack the forum, they're not going to. Yeah, they're not going to know what was good or what was bad all the time, right? No matter how much I might complain about things, or Merrick's complains, or Flex complains, or even our great moderators like Don J complain. Like it means a lot more when it's coming from you and it's being put in the forum, right? It's one thing than when we say what we hear. It's another thing when you directly tell Scopely what you think, and that goes for the good stuff as well too. So make sure you're letting them know, okay? Good. With that out of the
Yeah.
way,
Yeah.
anyways, I'll let you have the final thought. Go for it, Flex.
Yeah. Shut up. And look out for Bro's video later in the week on his bargain bin stuff. So we got multicolored boosts. We have reinforced there, so some levers there for him to pull for the video. But look out for that drop later in the week as well.
Absolutely. And we're going to talk about that a little bit more tonight as well too. So I've put the battle attributes up there so everybody can start thinking about them. We've already got a list sort of going right now, and we'll check out those superstars in a second. But I did want to go over the men's showdown and how that's changed. How you get 3, as they promised, 3 that we will refresh every 24 hours, no matter when you start. So you don't have to be on at reset to start playing your showdown. You can play it anytime within that 24 hours. So that's a chance for you to play whenever you need to. Make sure you set your defense. If you haven't seen it anywhere yet, as you can see, in 14 days, basically every 2 weeks, this will reset depending on what division you are in. So right now we have automatically, at least on the Twitch account, started at the US Champion division. And so you are able to claim all the milestones for all the divisions that you have reached prior to this. And then from there, you can continue to climb the notoriety leaderboards to get more and more daily rewards and stuff within those milestones.
Yep. And by the way, if you can actually get energy if you do Tapjoy or any of that, you can get energy for money, like real world money. $10, I believe, is the cheapest pack, but you could also get for 149 in-game cash. So, so there you go.
So
That's another way for you to get if you're right. Yeah, if you're borderline on a milestone, climbing to the next level, and it's going to be a lot of benefits for you, then 149 is the exchange.
Yep. So you're able to actually purchase it right there. You're actually able to purchase it for in-game cash. If you are new to Tapjoy, haven't played Tapjoy, or want our information, let me know. I did make a video about Tapjoy a while ago, but I'm always willing to talk through the Tapjoys. Angela knows how much I appreciate the Tapjoy. Got me through a lot of messes in this game. So what overall do we think with the new rules and stuff? I like how, I don't know, what are your overall impressions so far of the new layout, Flex?
I'm not a big fan of the UI, quite frankly. There's extra unnecessary taps and clicks. To me, as long as it has good features there, I just don't necessarily like how it's laid out. Um, Again, I don't like extra taps, extra clicks, any of that kind of stuff. But in terms of having more there, there's definitely more for you to look at and digest. Just does need some tweaks in terms of user functionality and the actual experience. But it is better. It's cleaner than what it was. It has a lot of stuff there that we didn't necessarily have at glance, but also missing some of the stuff that we didn't have. So that has been surfaced for people that are listening. That has been surfaced, and it is gonna. There is a showdown thread as well, so that will be taken into consideration for moving forward. But I do like how you can see certain things really clearly with the rules, and this is constructed for what the world we are in now, which is cage rules, buffs, debuffs, all that kind of stuff. So at least we got this sooner than later. Like if we got this in September, it would have been like, hey, where were you the last 6 months when we were trying to figure this out and going through all these filters and all that? And when you actually go into battle or go into your roster, rather, you could actually see who benefits from the perks that are there at the mode, which I'm incredibly surprised. It's so fluid. Let's see if it should have it for this too.
Yeah, when we go into here, it shows it on the weekend one, right? Does it not show?
Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, so it doesn't show it on this one, but on the weekend one, it'll tell you like if you're doing traps or stuff like that. It'll give you what the traps move. That doesn't do it, and everyone should know what that does.
One day
I think a lot of people are secretly hoping that it deleted the account.
one day we'll know, I guess. So
One day we might know.
On the match setup screen right here, as Freak said, you can't actually see your own notoriety. So where are you within that notoriety? So that's one thing that has been mentioned before, but that's something that should be put on the forum, which I've put in the chat again. But again, I do want to point this out, right? Like it is mentioned right here on this picture, right, on the thumbnail here, that this is still the beta version of this. They are still testing things out. They are taking all of your feedback, and they are going to continue to tweak this. So please, 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 if you want a better Showdown experience, that is where you need to tell them what it is problem. Champs overall is still in beta. It's gone. Next week, Rusty, you are indeed confused. But yeah, it's next week, not this week. But I understand. This is week 5 of a 4-week MLC or 5-week.
Rusty's really been concerning me lately. He's been posting really weird random stuff lately.
So
That's funny.
please let them know what you think sort of overall. I know earlier today matchmaking was an issue, but it looks like we are matched up against similarly notoriety type of people in here right now. The refresh, does that work okay? All right, everyone looks like they're on the same notoriety. Excellent. Excellent.
Yeah, that's the one thing.
Excellent.
It's close to where you are, but it's harder to climb up. Like you're not going to get someone that's 56, or at least I haven't seen like a 5600 when you're at 2500. So you really got to focus on your promoters. Yeah, not the coin promoters as much because I was doing a couple earlier today and got me nowhere. But you really need to focus on the actual Noto.
Paluski. Yeah, so you got to definitely focus on the notoriety. You got to focus on getting your showdown promoters. That's actually really, really important at this point. Is actually getting all your promoters for all game modes, and that has been becoming more and more important with every new tweak and new update to the game modes that we've seen over the last year. Right, so it's becoming important. Right, we do have a new shop.
Yeah,
Yay!
yeah. The spring outbreak was great, by the way, Rusty.
I mean, Spring Outbreak
But,
was,
well,
the shining bright spot of of the MLC so far. I loved it. So, considering what they were able to do with it. So,
yeah,
what do we think of the
the
new
shop is good.
Showdown shop overall? You liking it?
I like it. I wish they would change the refresh and make it half at least. 800 seems like a lot, but I do like some of the shard availability that's there, especially for people that missed the mutants and don't want to spend on that. Like I have 775 for a mutant Finn, and I'm not going to spend prestige stuff for it.
Mm-hmm.
But he is in there, for example. Exmo actually put out a spreadsheet earlier, so he's on top. So thank you, Exmo, from 1% and the Great Faction too. He put out what you can see in there, but obviously, as Bro put out before, like the radical plate is right there already. So it's definitely worth doing the three a day. Yes, you do get the three energy. You can augment by doing the 149 in-game cash, or you can buy more. But the mode is definitely better for the rewards or with the rewards that are there. And we still got
Mm-hmm.
the frags and the TP there too. Plus, every nodal climb that you have, every ladder climb that you have, gives you a bunch of rewards as well. So I definitely like this revamp. I never did this mode. I never did the career. I guess they call it career showdown.
Yeah, this is
Never
the
did it.
career.
I mean, probably not for 3 years. I haven't done it.
Yeah, plates are a good addition. The new list of people that you can chip away at is good. People are asking where the document is itself. I don't know if you want to
Got it.
post it in
I'm
my
gonna post.
server or not. You
Yeah,
can do that. Um,
I'm gonna post it in here, and I'll post it in
thing.
to keep it.
It's not gonna let you post here. You don't have access to post links yet. Boom, boom,
Oh
boom.
yeah, I forgot that. Hold
Jive.
on, let me put in your.
Yeah, put it in my server. If you're not part of my server, it's in pit. It's posted on the stream. It's pinned to the stream chat, so you can head over to my server and get it over there. Jive Turkey is asking how people beat John Cena on John Cena on the stipulation tour. He reverses everything and then pins you. So if anybody has an answer for that, please post it in the chat. So yes, mutant fins in there. There's also the skill plates, and since we have basically unlimited money, we're going to refresh. One thing that you notice is that the in-game cash refresh. Okay, so before I do that, this is a newer plate, right? The time to get radical plate. So basically, all of the moves where you activate a move and you increase your gem damage for one turn, they're all in there. Yes, Flex? Did I see that correctly?
So that's in there, yeah.
Yeah.
So let me actually hold on. Let me
Let's
click on
get
it
it.
so we can talk about some of the stuff that's in there.
White
The skill plates.
CTC. How you doing, White?
My boy, White.
The flat
All
gem
right,
damage
so
coaches are
skill.
in there, as well as the 100% move damage trainers. That's basically who they threw in there.
Yeah. So
So
the race Bubba race specs are in there. The LA Knight, let me talk to you. Plate is in there. The Loomis plate is in there. The buzzer beak.
Buzzers Beak,
Valkyrie
nice.
Crest. Yeah. We have the Radical plate, the aforementioned Radical plate. We have the blue to red MP. We have the red to blue MP. So I think it's tribute
Those
to
are
the
the
troops
two tributes to the
and
troops plates. Nice.
and Vigilance. Yeah, Eternal Vigilance. Vigilance. It was. Yellow to black we have in there as well. We have MP green skill plate. There's so and then we have the ones that are the spam plates. So red break red, make blue. So break
Ah,
four, make tens. So looks like all of those are in there as well. So
nice. There's the
um,
buzzard's beak right there with one refresh.
yep,
So a place where you can get your starfill, excuse me, your starfill frags are also in there, which is also good. Um, Thank you for answering Deadpool's question, Vikes. Appreciate that. What else? They do double every time. So 8, 16. The next time you refresh, after that, it'll be 32 and so forth. And so there's
yep,
Lyra's plate. My goodness, this account's hitting when it comes to
yeah.
plates.
It's got good stuff in there.
Dang.
By the way, there's Shango shards in here from what it looks like from the sheet. I did want to just call out that Papa Shango did get a entourage boost. So he was 50K health, which is nothing anymore. Back in the day, it used to be like, wow, 50K was so much.
That was
My
huge.
character's going to stay for 10 turns. It was so wild.
Yep.
But he did get the Showboat Ziggler one there. So +4 yellow. Just want to give the heads up to people who didn't see that yet.
Make a list of all these plates. The list is already done, Eagles. Anybody who wants to see that list,
Oh, man.
flex.
Haven't you been listening?
Haven't you been listening, Eagles? Come on, bro. It's been posted. Actually, I could copy this here. You posted it for me to take here, and I
Yeah,
didn't do that.
I put in DM for you, and I put
And
in
the
your
DM
server.
for
I
me
can't post your server.
here is
Post your server link in here. It's your show.
ta-da.
I
There we
can't
go.
put it.
I can send a link. You can. I don't know why you couldn't send a link. Anyways, there
I'm
you
a
go.
noob.
So that should, if you click on that, take you to the spreadsheet of everything that's in there. But as you see, the refresh doubles as it goes, and then we're back to that radical revolutionary plate. Anyway, so the Showdown shop has been revamped. If nothing else, there's a place where you can get a whole bunch of plates, and that's always. So shout out to XMO and the 1% faction for putting that together. Thank you for that. It has now been spread out. Don't nobody listen when Flex is talking? Well, Eagles doesn't listen. We already know that. That's a well-known fact.
Winners. Come on.
Footers
Man.
causing nonsense. Okay, so before we go anywhere else, thank you for reminding me to talk about the Voodoo King.
That's reverse psychology. That means he wants me to talk more. That's what it means.
Indeed.
I'm
All
not
right.
going to fall for that.
So,
Fall for that. There we go.
is
That
this the one that
training
has gone
boost.
up or no?
Yeah, so he's creating four more yellows. So the SB Ziggler one, since you can't get him anymore, but at the top at 9K, you're getting the 50K health, which is nothing anymore, but you can create more yellow. So any kind of wild cards, you can use that for like PH Hogan, for example. That'll be a place where you put that. Or
Yeah.
when you have 99 and you want to just create
Just want
more
to create more
yellows.
yellow gems. All right. So moves that generate yellow gems will create 4 more yellow gems. In addition to that whopping 6-star gold changing 50K more health on top of your superstar. Thanks for scaling, Papa Shanga.
Yeah, yeah.
Exactly. Is this still going to give me? Oh my gosh, we need to get rid of all of these. It's destroying my will to live every time I go over here. It keeps telling me this moment has 9 more, and it
I
never adds
know.
it
It,
to it
every single time.
every single time.
Every single time.
It
That's the
is.
radical moment, right? That's from last month. It's been doing
Yeah,
that the
it's
whole time. I've asked for
destroying.
it to be removed. I was like, please remove it. Please
It's
just remove the
destroying my
moment
will
from
to
my account.
live. To be quite honest, it's hurting.
Yeah, it's
Papa
real.
Shango
Yeah.
will give you nightmares. That is 100% true. All right, this is your last
Yeah.
warning. This is your only warning from me that you will need to go to the shop one last time in the next 2 days. It will go away. They will not bring it back. This is your warning. They will
Yeah,
not
don't
bring it
cry.
back. Is it in this one or is it the other one? Did I pass it?
The next one, next tab.
The next time. It's in
Middle.
this one. There we go. There's the. I made a video on that. I made a video on this. I made a video on those things. Here is your Showdown
Where's John
prize
Cena
wall.
level 230?
You have 1 day
Where
and
is that?
18 hours to hit the Showdown prize wall and get.
I haven't done anything in the game yet. Where's the John Cena thing? Is there a tour?
You can't be John Cena at level 230. Anyways,
Well,
go in here, spend the
John Cena
remainder.
uses the boost move. Oh, go ahead. Sorry, bro.
Yeah, go in here, spend the remaining of your Showdown prize wall. You got 1 day and 18 hours. They will not bring this back. You will not get a second chance to do it. And yes, we will all laugh at you for forgetting. Don't be that person. All right, what do I got to do here?
We're all gonna laugh at you.
We're all going to laugh at her. Where is he? Is this is it on
Oh,
Hell?
that's why.
Is
Because
it
you're
this
doing
one?
stipulation.
Which one is
That's
he?
why. Why are you doing steps? I'm sorry, I'm kidding.
I mean, I'm not going to do them. But I just wanted to know, like, what has anybody beaten John Cena yet? Can anyone answer this
In the
question?
snow. Why can't you prop him? Kyle, because he has the one MP move, probably.
That's probably why. What's up, Mule?
The mule. What's this?
Anyways,
What's on this hype train? What is this alert I'm getting?
I did want to look at. No, they're all going to laugh at you.
Mm,
All right, so on our list of people, hopefully this comes into it's the regular stipulation match. All right, if we finish Jive Turkey talking about boss battle ahead of time, then I'll go play some stip tours. I
oof.
will go play some stip tours. We
Man of the
are
people.
talking
Bro of the people.
bro of the people. It wasn't on my list. I need to talk to my brother about that. Okay. My brother just messaged me. All right, let's make a list of people here that we want to use. If I were making a list, I would click that, and then we would create a list, and we will go home. Let's do, we got boss battle. Here we go. All right. Who we got? Who we do? Who we do? Increase the damage of all your gems by 200%. Top row into snowfall yellows. Damage and take 7 snowfalls into purples. 40 randos into purple. That's not the moveset we want. Bonus for protect. Random strength. Okay, so off the top, before we go over any of the other things, we have to take a few things into consideration. One is that reinforced gems will obviously do a lot more damage. But this is a case, especially when we're not going to be able to bring stuff like plates into the steel cage, then multiply gems and people that boost yellow or blue gem damage are going to be awesome. Like reinforce in yellow will do well, don't get me wrong, but it's probably not going to do as well with someone again. So if a reinforced damage does 700% more damage, but you got yellow gems with a multiplied 22 on top of it, that's a big difference. So who we got? Rusty's just you just stirred up something in Rusty of a high school memory of just listening to this album of Adam Sandler over and over again. Really glad you pulled Zombie Sammy last week. Yeah, I can see that. Also, congrats on pulling Zombie Sammy. All right, so we like Hall of Fame Goldberg for his yellow plus all gem damage deal, right? Random into purple gems with that finisher. This one is increase your yellow MP. Okay. I remember, Rusty, you and I are about the same age. So I remember high school and Adam Sandler. So, all right, whom else do we like? Somebody said $1.25. Isn't that the same price? I heard the Usos, as in we the one. That's someone else who does some damage. 2 rows to reinforce, 2 columns to reinforce. Can I stop making you feel old? B-Rock. It wasn't me, it was Adam Sandler. Ain't got no dukes, man. That's too funny. 3x2 bonus for every reinforce. Yeah, you know what? Tuso's going to do some good stuff. Tusos have a couple of move sets that you can put here too, right? They got the multiplies, but the multiplies are pretty small.
Purple.
And the multiplies turn
Yeah,
to
well, you
purple,
got the moment there, I think.
which doesn't help us. And the moment is purple gems too, so that's also not gonna. Oh, it's actually all color gems. Okay, Tusos with the moment. I like that. Your oldest kid is almost 30. There you go, B-Rock. That's that one. That one's on me, man. What if there are no yellows on the board? What do you mean, Jive Turkey, in terms of like, which, in this or stipulation terms? N64 is now 29 years old. Good God. Big Love, come on. We didn't need that.
love bringing the downers
I
tonight.
need you to put on my 8-track
What?
instead, please. All right, who else?
Why don't you
Who?
tell somebody born in 1990 who's also 35 years old now?
I know it's
Really old.
crazy, man.
Midlife crisis. Born in 1990.
I have students that walk into my college classes on a year by year basis right now that weren't alive when 9/11 happened. They weren't alive when the war on terror was a thing, right? Their first like actual political memory is not until the 2010s.
Yeah,
It's like it's crazy when you
that's
think about
wild.
that, right? Like it's wild.
Yeah.
It's wild. Multis, blues.
And every year you get that. You're just moving and further away from what recent memory for us, right? For them, it's like,
Yeah.
what are you talking about? That never happened. It's like, no, it really did. It was, you know,
It,
2006. You weren't alive yet.
yeah, it's crazy, man. B Rock, I'm with you. With the exception of the Atari, I still have my NES. I have actually two NESs in my cabinet here and a Sega Genesis. So Terry Funk will be okay. See, the problem that a lot of us love yellow pyro guys because they make yellow pyros in a Piper plate, but there ain't no Piper plate this time around, so it's not going to be sort of the same in terms of people that are going to help us with this one. Unfortunately, Shell, what up, Shell? Nope, I typed blue, but I wanted to type JD McDonough. I was thinking about two different things. But speaking of which, 40 randos into
McDonald's?
blue and increase your blue. Yeah, JD is going to be fire on this way. JD's probably going to be one of the best.
Yeah.
And the usual
Too bad.
people will still do good, right? Yeah, Powerhouse Hogan will always be a good as someone who stacks in a boss battle. And because he makes so many, and he'll be even better this time, slim numbers, because of the shield being green and him making any color gem, right? So
Yeah. I mean, not having the skill plate hurts some of this a little bit because it's just nice to, I mean, you're buffing, then go. I mean, yeah, it gives you a little bit of a boost
for sure.
right at the end. But yeah, I mean, the moments help out a lot too. And he has a good one.
I put the wrong letter. It's because I got fat fingers. Elia. There we go. Pyros into greens. Random pyros. Gems into green are broken by you. Randos into multis. Pyros into blues. Increase your blue gem damage. Hey, Ilya's going to be a good little one for this one.
Great card overall. Also, that moment.
Yeah, also someone with a really good moment. That can work well with it. All right, so looks like we got some powerful players in this one.
Mhm.
Who needs skill plates? God, whiners.
Oh, wait. Can I just got it?
We have not talked about the Miz. Are you talking about the must see or that's the one you're talking about right there? This man in his dapper suit. Multiply gems generated will increase their strength by 3. Shill plates. I like that.
They really got to fix this suit on him.
Multis and yellows for
That
sure.
was such a goon.
Multis and yellows. Yeah, Miz. It's a great shout out, Defender. The Miz is going to do really well too. They should let them in for fun again, right, Deadpool? I mean, it's been so long. Is what it feels like. Oh no! I hit the Champions Club button. God, I hate that button being so close to the back button. Drives me nuts.
Oh, yeah, I know. I know. By the time you get back to where you were, it's like, what was I doing again?
That's yeah. Your great grandfather was part of the manhunt that captured Bonnie and Clyde in Louisiana. Rusty, when I lived in Louisiana. I lived, I don't know, maybe 40 minutes from where that actually went down. I visited it a couple of times when I was there. I got pictures of me where the marker is. It's like literally in the middle of a nowhere on a 2-lane highway. This is all it is, right? What's happening, LC Blue? How you doing?
Have you released another one? I haven't checked. I mean, I can check your server, but have you done another podcast lately,
I
or it took a little
did.
break?
I did. We
Okay.
released
Tell us
one
about it.
this morning. This one was, if I remember correctly, this new episode of History's Greatest Crimes. If you don't know, my wife and I, the doctor, Mrs. Professor, have created a podcast, History's Greatest Crimes. Episode 4 that just came out today was titled Bootleggers, Tommy Guns, and Bad Timing, the St. Valentine's Day Massacre. So podcast 4
guy.
is up. Podcast episode
Indiana
1 was the
Jones of
Triangle
Champs for every-
Shirtwaist Fire. Episode 2 was the Pentagon Papers. Episode 3 was COINTELPRO. And episode 5, which we recorded this week and will drop next Monday, is the working title is Dressed to Kill: How a Flashy Suit Sparked the Zoot Suit Riots.
And episode 6 is Where Have All the Skill Plates Gone?
Episode 6, the biggest crime of them all. Where have they all gone? I will actually post it here as well too for everybody if y'all want to see it. Give me 1 second. Let me find it. If you are in my server,
These names,
the Brogy
these
server.
names.
If you were,
Oh my god, the name of the chat. I can't say it out.
if you
I
are
can't.
in my
I'm
server,
too mature for that kind of stuff.
copy text, paste text
Oh
into
my
here.
god.
Hey,
He's poking it. He's posting it.
yeah, I'm posting it. Hold on a second. This cat is trying to sit on my lap, and that makes life a lot more difficult than it needs to be. Thank you, cat, for
Cats.
walking across the screen while I'm trying to do this. Episode 4 is out. Okay, so here's where you can see. Here's a link to episode 4, but you can find the rest of them there as well too. So there's the link for History's Greatest Crimes for all to go find. So the doctor, Mrs. Professor, and I started this as a way to get our students more interested in history and to sort of link sort of what it is they're learning with some interesting stories. And from there, everybody that I talked to was like, "Well, I want to hear it. Well, I want to hear it." And so it's actually like morphed into an actual podcast that we've now released. So, yay for History's Greatest Crimes. I appreciate that, S-Camp. Thank you so very much. And big love, thank you as well for the kind words. So yeah, definitely go check it out anywhere, or just search History's Greatest Crimes anywhere you get your podcasts. You can find them. They are, if you're on Spotify or iTunes or wherever, that's where it is. Nah, man, I'm a cat person, Hetty Murphy. Dogs are cool. I like other people's dogs. I just don't like the upkeep of a dog. Cats are easy, man. They hang out when they want to hang out with you, and they leave you alone otherwise. So it's kind of like fun with flags. They be in Sheldon Cooper. That's too funny. Yeah, it's on Spotify. Easy to find for sure. So, how can you delete your account? Sebas, hello. I believe it's actually in game. I believe if you actually click on this over here, this gear, you should be able to delete your account up there. And then you'd have to go on the portal and do the same thing. So I believe it's there. So how many seeing eye cats have you seen? Okay. Overall, where were we? We were back here before we were talking about other things. Anyways, History's Greatest Crimes. It's out there. Go check it out. Appreciate the love as well as the good feedback we've received so far. So thank you all to have downloaded and checked it out already. All right. Whom else we got? What will make you qualify?
I had to step away for 30 seconds.
What's that, sorry?
Check on all the children. I had to step away for 30 seconds. I had to check on all the children's.
No worries. Take care of the kids. Qualify for a good faction. So to qualify for a faction, you have to be someone not only, and I can't speak for everyone's faction, but as, you know what, I'll actually let Flex answer this question as someone who manages factions and recruits for factions and does all that stuff. Flex, Jive Turkey wants to know, what does it take to get to a good quality faction?
I can pretend that I that I know what I'm doing. But really, it depends on what look, the game changes and has changed over time. Will continue to change as we move forward. It really is what your commitment to the game is and what that looks like between feud and all that. There's a lot of wonderful groups out there that have different kind of minimums. That's not something that our group has ever done, minimums and recs. We go culture specific and we go from there. So we kind of work backwards a little bit from it, or work in reverse. But I know a lot of factions either have 1% mins or 25 million for a regular feud. So there's some really good ones I can call out. 1% off the top rope, Murder Mafia, depending on where you are. Bloods is another great one. We partner with so many wonderful ones. Toxic is another wonderful group, or at least I know a lot of wonderful people there. So there's a lot there. It really depends on what your commitment to the game is and where you want to be in terms of everything. Now, again, your output is directly what you want should match your output, right? So people that are like, oh, I want to get top prizes, and you look at their feud score and they did one brawl. It's like, I don't think you really understand how this works. Like, this is not people feeding you stuff and subsidizing your gaming. It's just you have to contribute. So it's just a matter of what you want out of the game and how much you're willing to put in, which is different for everybody. Not everybody wants to feud. Not everybody wants to do showdown. Not everybody wants to do boss battle. Some people just want to do one brawl or two brawls, get the faction points, and dip, and that's their thing. So it really depends on where you want to be. But again, I mentioned some really really wonderful groups, and there's a lot of others. I just I can rattle off a whole bunch, but a bunch are represented in the chat now. So it really depends on what you're looking for. From here on the list is another great one. Great J Man, shout out to him, great guy. Lurchy, a bunch of other friends we have out there. So there's a lot of great groups. It just depends on what you're looking to get out of the game, and how consistent and committed you want to be to the game. So hopefully that answers your question. It's more of a qualitative answer than anything else. Can't just say 50 million will get you into this group or that group because stuff changes, but it's really where it's a question to ask yourself. So what your introspection is on that.
It really depends on how much you're willing to play, and again, the game requires you to play at a marathon's pace, right? You can't. It's really hard to just go from zero to like zero to the best faction, right? That takes a lot of time and or a lot of money to really like
Yeah.
boost up your account. It's one of two ways, right? So unless if you want to sprint it, you're going to have to pay a lot of money. Otherwise,
Yeah.
if I guess my biggest advice for factions is that if you don't like your faction, you don't feel like your faction's active enough, then continue to find another faction. You have, and I mean this, no loyalty to any faction that you are in at any time, right? Like leave your faction and go find another faction if it's not doing enough for you. And get gooder. That's
If
also
you
helps.
feel uncomfortable with it too. Yeah, Demolition Inc. is Footers is in here. He's the part of Demolition Inc. Another solid group. So, Jive Turkey is the gentleman, I think the individual who was newer to the show last week when we did it, right?
I think so as well. Yeah.
A little newer to the game overall. Yeah, so you definitely have to put in time. And there's a lot of people look at our groups and like, oh, you got to spend your life on it. No, we sleep very well. We eat very well. We are very happy with the way we do it. We do have people who are free to play, and we have a very vibrant community here. But there's also assumptions with certain groups. But if you're newer to the game, you got to take your bumps, and you got to kind of be in groups that are a little bit, you have to work up to that point in this game too, so you got to earn it some too. But if you are newer and if you are free to play, it's going to take a little bit longer. But there are groups. The Armist groups are another one. They have three different branches that you can go in and grow through. But again, it all depends on what you have too. So, bro was talking. We were doing obviously the boss battle. Brog earlier. And for boss battle, you need to have certain rarities to be able to participate. Otherwise, you can't participate, which ends up hurting the group.
Mm-hmm.
So some groups are okay with you only having 6-star silver, 6-star bronze, and some groups are like, hey, you have to have gold because that's all we do.
Mm-hmm.
So that's another part to take into consideration is what do you have for your roster at this point that can accommodate that, and how quickly are you growing and all. People that say I'm a daily active player, well, that's a lot of people. That's literally thousands and thousands of players. But it just again it depends on where you're at this stage. Sometimes you have to be in a group that's a little bit lower, and it might feel uncomfortable. But you also might not have enough for a group that's in the 50s or in the 70s or 80s. But again, mention a lot of them. Some of them have multiple groups that are on the I don't say on the lower end because that sounds like a pejorative, but something that's in maybe the 75 to 100 range that'll get you some stuff and max certain events that at least help you go and grow as you move. Depends on what you have at this point.
It really depends on how much you want to play. And it depends on how active you want to be. There is a faction for everyone. So there's lots of faction names being thrown out
Yeah.
right now. Lots of really good factions out there with different levels of expectations and playing, right? At the end of the day, it really is you need to find a place that just fits how you want to play the game. And once you do that, then you're set, right? So I don't know how to answer it sort of much more than that. It's hard to find a faction when you're not really sure where to look for it. But one of the good things is that with all the different servers and stuff like that are out there, right? Like on my server, there's a channel for people to look for factions, and I think there's a lot of I think there's one is in yours as well, Rusty, that has that sort of thing too, right? So
Mhm.
that's all. Join the Battle Toads, exactly. Only 2% of this chat knows the word pejorative.
Well, 98% of people are about to spike up the Google searches then.
There we go. Google search just went over.
Start buying that. Start buying that click.
How can you join a
It's a
club?
great word spider.
I thought you wanted to quit, Sebas. Did you want to quit or did you want to join a club? What is it that you want to do? Do you want to be a
What's a
part?
join to quit?
You want to join a club to quit? I don't understand. Join what club? What club are you talking about? You see the Battletoads a lot. There you go.
I don't speak German.
Ow, cat. What are you doing? What are you doing, kitty cat? All right. Who else we got? I pulled up Kofi Kingston turtle version.
I'm Russian. Battletoad probably doesn't want me.
He's going to be good for at least breaking some green gem shield. Who else we got? Who else we like?
I don't know if actually, I'm not sure. So I haven't looked in years. Yeah, I can't believe. I don't think I've ever been on Reddit for champs, but like Bro mentioned,
Yeah.
you need you can post in his server and there's a channel for it.
All right. Anybody else?
People are happy to help, and they're also happy to give you advice as you're growing as well. There's a lot of very, very, very knowledgeable people that are in this chat that are also cross-pollinating in that server. And bro, can you just put your because I'm not allowed, I'm not grown up enough to post links yet. Can you post your server link?
It should be in the pin message. Can everybody see the pin message? It should be in there. It should be the one that says Discord. Show pin
There it
messages.
is. Okay,
Yeah, it's in there. So yeah, my Discord
Yep.
is the very bottom
Really?
thing in that pin message. So feel free to head over there. A lot of the people that are here right now are part of that server. The server has almost 900 strong. So, as a place to talk about the game, to ask questions about your rooster, to find the latest episode of History's Greatest Crimes, to all sorts of other stuff is in there as well too. Post to places to brag about the loot that you get, or places to fume about the loot you didn't get. So get connected, do all that stuff. Rusty, post your Champs chat link in the chat as well too. For those that aren't a part of the Champs chat server as well, head over there too. They also have the same great group of people that do the exact same thing. So lots of places for champions players to connect. So make sure you're doing that.
Tuition is free.
Tuition's free. You don't have to pay for that one.
Yeah.
So
No Pell Grants needed.
none in this case. Although I will take your money if you want to give it. I'm not gonna deny it.
There's a merch channel too. Would you look at that?
There is a merch channel in mine as well. If you want to get some bro merch, right?
Well,
Who else? That's Leech.
Zombie Brad. The other one is Austin with his moments.
Someone said Waller would be a good one to use too, because Waller makes
Zombie World.
multis and yellows. Yeah, I like Waller. Waller would be a good one too. We could add Waller to my list of people to consider.
Zombie
Yeah.
World.
There you go.
Yeah, his gears have surprisingly been available over the last few months in different ways too. I'm very surprised.
Yeah. As
I
always.
finally got them through the midweek walls, and then they gave it in a random event. I'm like, oh, I could have got something else. I hate when they do that.
Absolutely. Drives me nuts. Drives me nuts. And no, I can't turn off my notifications because otherwise we lose Flex and his ability to talk on stream. So if you're hearing the dings go off of my Discord, you're just going to have to deal with it.
Although unintended benefit of doing it.
So there's the Champions chat server. Thank you, Rusty, for posting that there. So make sure you head over to that Discord as well too. Join them both. So yeah, Phil, we got a mail boss coming up. Maybe join in about 3 years time. Who is that? Blue with multis and needs gears will be solid. Absolutely. Who else do we like? Multis, blue, yellows. Do you not do reinforced gems? You do
Who that?
purple, purple.
Polo, I think
Solo
he does. He
Sequoia. He
does
does
on the yellow move.
reinforce.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
but he does purple on that.
but he does purple on it. Make randos into purple. Well, he's got at least reinforced gem damage, so I guess that's better than nothing. Yeah, Flex hangs out in my server. He hangs out in the Champs Chat server. He will be your personal troll, but he also will answer questions. So
I like to help.
yeah, he's there with it. Help where we can.
Yep.
Yeah, we're doing just anything right now, B-Rock, considering, because usually we have like a chance to actually narrow them down by specific styles, but since we can't really do that right now, that'd be just too difficult.
Yeah,
We're
there's
just
no filter, no lineup. Right now.
throwing out people of who we like. The new John Chena,
Good too.
that
Green
is a
finisher. Yeah,
V.
yellow.
This is a lot harder with a cat line.
Regal, you can't use his plate. That's the problem with Regal. So
Yeah,
yeah, he will do something, but he doesn't have that Piper boost. That Piper boost is huge.
Rando gems into greens, which is good. Snowfalls into multis. Snowfalls into yellow. Hell
Strength will be
yeah.
multiplied by 5.
Yeah.
He's not 99 anymore, right?
Yeah, he's.
Oh, he is 99. Oh,
Yeah,
he
he
should
is
be. Yeah.
99 for the next one. John Cena 90s. That is a good one as well, too. Yeah.
5-week MLC.
Yeah, it's a 5-week MLC
No
that never
action.
seems to end.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of 5 weeks. Yeah, Steel Cage Boss, V-Rock. As a quick recap, it's going to be no. Well, it's on the screen there, but there's no skill plate.
Yeah, no skill plate's going to be in this one at all. So, Rex, Regum, yellow gem damage, yellow gems, pyros into reds. So that's a good one to use. You can also make the reinforce. You could actually do into pyros, which will make all of that. You have no way to blow up the pyros afterwards. There might be a way to put them both in there to get that in there too. You just have a harder time reloading. Yeah, Ice Scene is going to be good. I like that, but yeah, I like Rex Rieger.
Have him. That's a sore spot for me. Still 1,200 short. Was it a year later? Disgusting. It's disgusting.
I won't tell you that I pulled him on a single pull a month before I quit.
Bro.
It's just,
Bro, stop it.
This guy might actually be able to do something as well too, considering he makes multis and pyros. Hey, I mean, it's something. It's not going to be great, but Hall of Fame Ray is an option that you can run into. All right, we got Hall of Fame Ray with the single gear. Who else we like? Bluesy, yellowsies. Multiply, column break. Oh, he doesn't make anything to yellow, does he? He does not. It's all column breaks with him. No, just 9 short of Roxanne. Boo, Mule. Boo.
Oof. That's rough.
Boo. Vader.
Is she in that?
Time.
Hold on. Is she in the Showdown shop?
I don't think so.
You don't think so? I don't think I saw her either.
As someone who has the name Professor G, I'd have to disagree. Jabroni Killer. Carmelo Hayes. Yellow move damage. That does not help us. 6x6 into red gems. Yeah. But he does make reinforce.
Yeah,
Vader.
Move damage has been a thing forever.
Gonna have a play. 15 shards from Striker Braun. Oh my gosh. That is awful. Carmelo. Him.
him.
Yellow gem
Would you
damage.
eat blue black,
Reinforce.
eat growing
Two
damage on
rando
god
gems into
volume?
heal gems. Bonus damage for heal gems. This guy?
I don't think he's.
No, I don't think he's
He's
viable.
definitely not him. He's
No,
not him this mode.
he's not him for the boss battle. Yeet. That's yet. Is it yeet yet? Spelling matters, bro.
Indeed,
Spelling matters.
bro.
Blue, blue, black.
Just keep stacking.
Just keep spamming the blacks and stuff like that.
Appreciate black. I mean, Edison play is basically what people did with Asuka, I guess, last event. We didn't use her, but I know a lot of people did.
Yeah, yeet. Just basically spam the gem buff. And so I just hit the blue, blue. Yellow reinforcing a buff. Did I see the wrong person? You said Carmelo.
No, that's the one. That's on yellow reinforce. Defender, you want Carmelo with
Oh, you're
that?
talking about putting the sub down and put the reinforce. Oh, okay, that way instead. And make 22. No, I mean, yeah, you can do that. That's true. I forgot that the sub makes the reinforced gems. Yeah, we can put.
Yeah, but what's the MP on that? On that sub?
It's 5 for this. It'll make yellows into reinforce afterwards.
That's 2 swipes too.
Yeah,
So it's a move and frog splash too, coming off the top rope, all that anime. Oh, I'd take a nap. But it might be effective. You got to test it on your own, see what it's going to be.
He
Does have that? Does that moment benefit him at all? You just went to him so many times. I feel bad.
I'm not going back to Mello. I put him on the list.
No, you're not
We're
doing
done
that.
with it.
We will. We are not going back.
Done with it. Protect him into multiplies. Yellow reinforce. And multiplies. Are we going all bitey? Oh my goodness. Z Lash? Z Lashley? My goodness. He's back, baby. Anybody with blue that we like?
Zombie Orton, but it's not going to be enough. It's too slow. And you got to play it a specific way. But you're not getting the boost from the plates.
Dirty Dom. Like this Dom? This Dom.
Third one from the top.
Or do we like the other Dom?
I love Dirty Dom. Great card.
7x3, 5 into yellow. So is this the one? Oh, this isn't the one we're talking about. Talking about the other Dom?
Dom defensive. I think he's talking about the acro.
The Acrodom. Oh, he's already. Is he on the screen? Did I pass him? God.
I don't think he did.
Make me spell his name.
You got to swipe with the jugs.
Is it this one? 4 columns into reinforce. Blue gem damage. I guess there's a triple red in there. 3x3 into blue gem. So you can do a triple gem. I mean, Acrodom.
Yeah. Different colors, different MP. It's a tough one.
Cody. Finish the story.
Trick triple yellow with the leech. It doesn't hit enough, especially without plates on there. It's not going to hit enough. If you want to use them, just bring in, but
yeah.
Old, terrible
Like what King said, there are a lot of old, terrible posters on the reinforced gem list.
Yeah. Don't hold back.
Don't hold
Tell
back.
us how terrible they are.
Tell us how you really feel. All right, so Cody finished the story. Yeah, I can see Tech Cody being something to work with.
He's dropping the multis.
Yeah, multis turn
Well,
into.
at that rate, you can look at his Daddy Rhodes.
Yeah, I guess we can look at Dusty Hard as the Daviest of D used to call him.
His boss, leave, reinforce, or immobile. I think it's immobile. Let me check.
Dusty Hard.
Let me check that stuff.
Blue gem
Let me check
damage. Botch gems. Multi-gems. I mean, yeah, Dusty.
Let's see. I actually have to read this blog. Hold on. See the deal damage increase one turn. Hardened green gem. Create random immobile gems and boost boss damage for any immobile gem on the board. There you go, footers. Don't say I never did anything for you.
Leaves immobile gems, yeah. I mean, blue gems and multis. Could go Sean DX Army.
Hmm.
I mean, it's not a good option. You're going to run out of blue gems eventually.
It's just as a helper, yeah.
It does not.
His moments are really wild. I was just looking at him yesterday.
Yep.
The moments that I know they did the revamp what 3 months ago or 2 months ago or so, but I
Yep.
didn't really look at them much. But they're good.
So
They're really good.
the voice of the voiceless.
Yep.
CM Punk.
He's such a great card. Wow, he's such a great card.
Yeah. He's going to be a good one to use as well too. You can use either one of his move sets, so whether it's yellow MP, like we'll probably use like the yellow blues, where you turn the majority of the board into yellow gems, increase your yellow gem damage, and you can just continue to buff that. Or you can go and try to be the shield helper because he does make a bunch of greens as well too. So, but Proto Cena, oh my gosh, that's crazy. Crazy suggestion. Crazy suggestion. All right, who else do we like? Is it you? You also do blue gem damage, do you not, Chief of Beasts? It's green gem damage, or the other way around?
He does.
I thought you were
Piper on him.
blue. Yeah.
Proto Cena. Oh my goodness, Footer's really digging in.
Really wants that one
Proto
badly.
Cena. Oh my goodness.
Really wants that one badly. Who else we like? With whom else do we like? Hall of Fame
Blues.
Savage is always a good idea. I like Hall of Fame Savage. That's a great shout out.
Yeah, I'll give a shout out to my boy Twit. He loves Acro Cena. And you just scroll past him. Loves Acro Cena, and he does multis and does quite a good deal of damage if you play him right.
That one. Chain Gang.
Yeah. No. Were you really going on him?
Oh, you said Acro Cena.
Turning heel right now? No, Acro. Did I say Cena?
Yes,
Acro Austin.
You said Acro Cena.
Did I say Acro Cena? I'm sorry.
You did.
No, Twit loves Acro Cena. My apologies.
Playing at that
I
one.
went to you. There you go. Yeah, my apologies.
Bionic Awesome.
Look at the old blues. You got the multi, 3 columns.
Let's run Diesel while we're at it. Nice. I mean, we could. Yeah, so Hall of Fame Macho has been mentioned by a couple of people. So multis, blue gems, and swap the multis into yellows. So that'll be really good. I like it. We'll take it to the bank. Anyone else we like making blue? Bulldog. I mean,
Wait, SummerSlam Bulldog?
The Showboat. Reinforce into red. He'll make a bunch of reinforce, yeah. But yeah, I mean, I guess you could do 5 rows. You can try black and red, maybe. I mean,
Yeah.
we'll put him down. We'll throw him on the list. He'll probably make it to the bargain bin. It's gonna be a little bit harder and unwieldy to play. Yes, Jamie, you should be. Powerhouse Austin. Or Powerhouse Cody is really good. Congratulations. But why would you recruit him without knowing if you would be happy? Did you watch my video, bro?
Wait, PH Cody finished the story?
Yeah.
He's a great card. And did you watch Bro's video? Back to that.
that was the initial question. Although I feel like this is one of those like How do I brag without bragging?
It could be one of those. One of those guys, huh?
D'Lo. D'Lo Brown on the
No,
prize ball. Decrease
no.
25 multis into blue. I mean, yeah, D'Lo Brown's going to go.
Yeah, but without the hard times plate, going to do a lot less. I mean, he's going to do multis. You can use him as a helper, but I don't see him being a frontline card. But you can continue repeating him.
Yeah, he's not going to be he's not going to make
Blue,
it
blue, blue.
to the top 4, but he is going to be an excellent
Yeah.
addition, I think. So, what's happening,
And look, we
Acme
all
Steel?
look at
What's up?
yeah, we all value the cards differently based on, some depending on what we have. Sometimes it's an embarrassment of the riches. Sometimes it is like feast. It's not feast. It's a famine. Like the last mode was very very tough for a lot of people. So it depends on what you have, what your faction has, and how you want to help. Get into a lobby and help out, put some points up, just so you don't feel useless at it. So whatever your roster allows you to do, yeah. Like Bro's gonna drop that video later in the week. Have a lot of different options there. So.
Mm-hmm.
Um, there's a
Blue
lot.
gem damage. Where's the blues come from? Make 10 randoms into blues at the end of that one. All right, so yeah, Sammy dude. The dudeinator. The dude abides. Sammy. Apollo. Apollo Creed. Not an older one at all. Definitely a new. Jamie, this is Flex from TWF Gaming, one of the new official content creators, along with Two Bob. So his info's in the chat there if you want to make sure not to miss any
Nice to
of
meet
his
you as
content.
well. Nice to meet you as well.
Yellow, blue MP. Which is the one that stacks? That's not that one. This one stacks?
Watch out, Power Creed.
That's not that one. It's this one. This is the one that increase yellow gem by 50%. Yeah, it's a sleeper version of it. Apollo's going to do some numbers. I like that Slim. That's
Yeah, you can't use a Piper plate. Remember that. You use
yeah,
Piper on him.
but he
He
does have a
loses
yellow gem buff to it.
Yeah.
He's not going to be breaking the walls down or anything like that. But a lot of people have him. Midline factions who use him, right?
Yeah, I actually gotta take him 6-star gold. Pretty entourage.
A lot will have him. All right. Anybody else? Yeah, usually Slim from the videos. That's why I like breaking up my boss battle videos really into 3, right? Like here are the 4 that are going to carry you in your faction in the top 4, and then I got the heavy hitters. Those guys that are going to come in and do 100 million plus damage per turn, and then the bargain bin is just here's people that will do damage and break shields, and maybe possibly help somewhere. So.
Yep.
That's what we're looking at. What is it that
Yep.
you do? Awesome. Thank you for following over to Flex. 40 random into
Appreciate you.
snowfalls into red. That's blue MP. I thought he did blue, but he does not. Makes red.
For the champ. I
We've
still
hit
haven't
the
recruited him.
We've hit the witching hour. Waller with gear, we checked out Defender. So yeah, that's one he's on. He's made my list so far. Who else makes
Look at Austin.
blue? Which Austin do you want?
316. I know I mentioned him before. Did you pull him up? Because he got the moments that people got it from the armory loot.
This Austin.
Yeah, plug in that armory loot.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, Austin 316 will be good.
He's got some moments. He's got the yellows. He's got the leech. He recycles.
Recycle is really easy.
Yeah. And he's a spammer, so he helps you break the shield if you're going turn 2, turn 3, or whatever, and he'll help recover himself a little bit. So
Is he making
another
green
decent
though,
option.
or no? He doesn't make any green.
Not green, yellow.
Yeah, the shield's green.
You have to break green. I'm sorry.
That's break green. Yeah,
Right,
Tisk,
so
what's up?
Forget about the.
Yeah, we got break green. All right, so who are our green spammers? Who are we? Let's go all the way back to
Oh,
text.
Snoop. Uh, Ilya, you mentioned Ilya before as a damage card too, but he can be a shield breaker
Mm-hmm.
if you're using that.
Multi-storm. Yeah, Death Beady Dog. We got the Miz on there for sure. Who else? Do you do blue or green? Which one do you do? Again. Oh, multiply in purple. That's what it is.
Yeah, that's purple.
Red
I mean,
is.
breaks extra greens.
Yeah, he makes a few greens, but doesn't make them anymore.
Yeah, nothing too exciting there.
Rosie. Is it Rosie time, B Rock?
Mm, Rosie Dawn fall into the same kind of category with that. It doesn't scale as much on the damage, but it helps a little bit.
Yeah.
The only reason I said Austin, even though he does similar stuff, is because he has the moments that the universal moments. There's three, I guess there is.
Yeah. Rosie, as always, to the bargain bin. Poor Rosie.
Mm.
Who else are our green spammers? Is it you? Are you a green spammer? What?
Dexter is another one if you want to just throw him in there. Dexter Loomis. He's not a green one though.
Dexter.
That's good.
Striker Brett. Great idea. Striker Brett is someone who will obviously make a lot of greens. Watch it be a female boss battle. Sandal, please don't wish
Yeah,
that on me.
STC. So yeah, never
God,
know.
everything is
Tricks.
a work in progress, right?
It's subject to
You
Scopely.
never know. There we go. Where's Bam Bam Fam? Ricky. Ricky or Eddie Steiner for that matter. Trick Nakamura is a great shout out, Queen. Thank you for that as well too. You all know my hatred of Nakamura, but yeah, he definitely makes everybody
Mm. Oh,
definitely
his
makes a lot
contract's
of green.
expiring soon, so you don't have to worry.
Thank
Because of you, he's not resigning.
God. Turtle Kofi. My absolute favorite. Oh yeah, there you go. 40 randos into green. Or snowfalls that makes a whole bunch of green. There you go. Ricky.
Mm.
Ricky. Turtle Kofi. I think I looked at Kofi already. I think he's already on my list. So I must have looked at him. Yeah, he's already on my list. Turtle Kofi. But Turtle Woods, somebody else said. My brain just got. Start on over. All right, KP. Thank goodness you finally showed up. So we can start on over.
Mm.
For my 1D yellows.
Actually, a good time to end it then.
Oh, yeah. We're all done. Thanks, everybody.
Yeah. KP, you ruined it.
Exactly. And all the buffs. Yeah, B Rock. So we looked at JD. So JD McDonough is going to be probably, if I had to guess, he'll be one of the top four. So, the last time we did a blue boss, he absolutely destroyed it. So I assume he'll be one of the top fours again. It's a good question, Jamie. If I played the game, I could answer that. But I do not. At least you're good for something in all of this. I believe you're purple too, are you not? Yeah, you're purple. 7x2, 7x2, and purple. Nope, Tongaloa does not help us. Any other green gem-ish people? No worries, B Rock. I didn't want to not acknowledge what you had said, so just want to make
Get away
sure.
from the stream, huh? Evil.
I get it. Orton? Does
The
Orton
only
make
problem with
blue?
Zombie Art, yes, he'll give you the blue, he'll give you the multi, but he won't get the boost from using either the Z plate or the hard times plate. That's the issue there, unless you use a different kind of build, but you still have the countdowns.
Yeah.
The new no plate thing for those who haven't Haven't heard that part or don't see it on the screen there, and because they're mobile or drive, whatever. The no skill play thing really changes a lot of options, so it
Mm-hmm.
limits people, it limits factions who haven't had as many people that are able to help out. But there are moments and stuff to help offset some of that. But yeah, no skill plates is definitely going to be a challenge for many.
It's gonna be a much different challenge. The problem with Jacob Fat
Yep.
2 is he's turning all the multis into purples bikes. That's really the issue, right? The 7x2 is gonna break it. So you'll make a little bit of blue gems, but you're not gonna get all of those other stuff with it, right?
Exactly, Bungle. That's why I mentioned it. I figured you just got in.
Very disappointed, Jamie, considering I haven't done pulls in 6 months, and that's what I got for the 3 megas. Very
Oh yeah, you
disappointed.
did do polls the other day, huh?
I did.
Really wanted to come back.
I went whaley on that deal for the 3 different loots, and
Uh-huh.
I posted those videos. So if you want to see the absolute trash dumpster fire that I was given of pulls, go check it out.
Congrats.
Well, thank you.
Welcome back.
That should entice me to come back to the game, right?
No comment. No comment.
10 randoms, increase your blue MP. That's purple gem damage. What is this? Increase your blue MP. What are we destroying it with, though? What is he doing that's making blue? He's only making 7 right there. No, I don't like Wesley for this one because he's making purple. I mean, at some point, KP, we gotta just trust.
No, I think they're swerving. It's gonna be live. It's gonna be live. Scopely's revenge story.
This is what they showed me. This is what they gave me about the boss. But again, we don't know. And the fun part is that tomorrow we can wait at reset to only find that the the missions that we have are for a female boss, of which I'm not making a video until it's actually in game in some fashion. So definitely not going to do that. Anyways, that's what they have in game. So that's the only reason why I'm sure that that's exactly what we're going to get. That's the only reason. Cow bomb. Dirty Dom, female month. For sure. The problem is you don't want to be able to leave any of these on the board. So as long as you're good with taking away the immobile gems, we're not going up against a powerhouse. We don't need the green moves. You can actually keep this move out of your lineup. You don't actually really need it. But that's red gem damage. I mean, yeah. Cow Bob will work. Yeah. Male boss prayer circle time. Go. Aggressive. Tech Miz, we've already taken a look at, so Tech Miz is on the list. Yeah. That is
He keep pretending he knows anything about boss battle. It's cute. It's cute. Love you, KP.
Someone else who makes green gems, right?
I think both of them have the same sentiment towards this mode.
This is good. We're making quite the list right here. And he's got a boss moment. That's for sure. So, silence, botch, multis, color finishers. Not even any green damage. Not anything that's going to help us. That's for sure. Anyone that does specifically well against strikers. That would be one of these, right? Has anybody gotten a hardcore move? Multis and reds. Countdowns, row breaks. No. Anybody have a hardcore move? Like a showboat that has a hardcore move? Good question for this.
You got it, yeah, sort by class. Let's see. I don't think so.
Adam Cole, baby. 2 Rosen to reinforce yellow gem damage. Yeah, Adam Cole's a sneaky little pick. If you have him that high, I don't think many do except for Cerzora. Hardcore moves do work against bosses.
They do, yeah.
For sure. So Sammy, we already got Darren. He's already on the list. We got Dusty Hard Times. Dusty Hard is the Daviest of he likes to call him, so we got that one. Yeah. Who else has a hardcore move? I don't keep track of these things. We got Waller. We got Rieger. I'm not sure anybody has Santa. Somebody mentioned a while ago Seamus, yes? That's
Oh, yeah, Footers did.
Let's multis into red. That's really not.
Oh, yeah, you'd have to gameplay. You have to play it properly with the no pinball move. But again, you got to think about speed and all too.
Yeah, it's not really a speed thing.
MDM, Mr. Perfect, Oscar.
LA Knight. Yeah, that's a great shout out. How do we miss LA Knight?
The old blues, yeah. Trappy traps.
Yeah.
Oh, the plates are nice for him, but he can.
But he does have that blue gem damage move, right? So that's.
Yeah, he does blue and yellow. I mean, if you're gonna use the pyro move, whatever's faster, but he does have the old
blue. If you got yourself the gear, right? It's that. It's the extra blue gems that you get to throw out there.
Yeah, and the moment.
Yeah.
Stiffy moment.
Now, and this guy, that's all purple gem. That's increasing your yellow gem damage. So you can actually use the other LA Knight. Also a good shout out. Also with new gear. Also can do a ton of damage. Check out my video. Rieger, we got Hall of Fame Goldberg, we got Hall of Fame Ray, and Showboat Dudley, boys. My God, sir.
Where the heck Showboat Dudley, boys was. Well, I would think your trick Bubba would be better, just because he has the. I mean, you're not getting the plate benefit, but he boosts up 300%. I think it is.
Yeah, nice Anarchy Knight. Congratulations. Trick Bubba.
Yeah, you can't use plates.
Yellows, but there's no plates.
It's 100%, but you can't use it. Yeah.
Yeah, we've already got him on the list, Darren. We've already got Hard Times.
Yeah. Thanks, Zandal. Make sure you tag Zandal and thank him.
Thank you, Zandal. Chaos. Let chaos reign. All right, we got any more ideas of people? Rex Regan. Great poster. Like him.
Zuso.
I like him a lot. Zusos, Tusos we got.
I mean, if you go on Undertaker, Ministry Taker, the all purple one. I mean, you can place you get 19 multi on that potentially. Not going to get the benefit of the plates, obviously, but you will get the moment is attached to that. I think is universal. But again, just somebody that a lot of people built that got him.
Feud. This one's universal though.
Oh, that one is feud, yeah.
But the universal one has more yellow gem damage and multiplies.
Yeah, that one. Yep. So that could be a helper for a lot of people. So you get the +5, +3, whatever it is.
Yeah.
And then you get 200% yellow. So you put the multis down, you put the yellow gems over that. Again, just to help out your faction if for those that are going to struggle with it.
Cat, what are you doing?
Regardless of your sentiment towards the event, put it on the aforementioned forum.
Yeah, Cody Tech we got already too. Seamus is red. Grass.
Is Zandal still here talking?
Yep. Smack. let it flow like the wine. Chaos.
Zandal was one of the quietest people ever a few months ago. As soon as Cage came out, he's the loudest mouth.
He's the loudest. He loves the chaos.
Oh my goodness.
Can't blame
I
him.
don't even see him chat in our server. Except when Cage is mentioned. And
Can't.
then he starts coming out.
Randos into red. Reinforce and yellow move. And green gem damage. I mean, for a shield breaker, Seth freaking Rollins could work too. Grayson Waller we got already. He's on that list too. It looks like we got it, y'all. I think we're good. Until we can actually do more, I guess, more ways to narrow down the pool. I think we got a good list. Here's the list. I'll read it sort of in no particular order of what we got. So we got Hall of Fame Goldberg. We got the Tusos, Terry Funk, JD McDonough, Powerhouse Hogan, along with, of course, Kevin Owens Powerhouse. Ilya, The Miz, Vetsina, Turtle Kofi, Waller, Billy Rieger, Ice Cena, Rex Rieger, Hall of Fame Ray, Showboat Vader, Yeet, Mellow, Zombie Lashley, Acro Dawn, Tech Cody, Dusty Hard, DX Army, Sean, the new CM Punk, Hall of Fame Savage, Bionic Acro Austin, Showboat Bulldog, D'Lo Brown, Sammy the Dudenator, Apollo Creed, Austin 316, Rosie, Dexter, Striker Brett, Ricky, or any Steiner for that matter, Trick Naka, Zombie Orton, Cow Bob Orton, Jimmy Uso, Adam Cole, L.A. Knight, both versions, Trick Bubba, and Ministry Taker. That is our list. So far. We'll narrow that down more as we go. But on that note, I think we're done, Flex.
I think so. There's only so much BB I can handle.
It's only so much boss battle that either of us are going to take with
But
this.
you make it fun, bro.
In all events. So, y'all, I think we out. I appreciate everybody coming on in. I will be doing my giveaways tomorrow night, 8 p.m. specifically Eastern time. So make sure that you click on my name or make sure you are there tomorrow night. If you need to find my channel, it's pinned in the chat up there. So we got that going on. Make sure to check out History's Greatest Crimes. If you are now in my server, you want to earn yourself some gift cards, you can check out the stream campaign that I'm currently doing, and definitely check out all of that stuff. So make sure you are. There's so much going on in the server, especially if it's your first time there. So make sure you check it all out, ask questions. Lots of people to help out in the server. Thanks for Flex for coming on out. Thank you, Flex, for being here with me tonight.
Appreciate you, bro. Great show. And we did it all without the lineup card and the filters.
Without all of that stuff,
like long division.
The community.
Long division all night.
It's only long if we have to do it. No, y'all as a community are great. Thanks for the help tonight and putting it all together and working through the boss battle based on the information that we got. So, everybody, thanks again to Flex, and everybody have yourself a good night. Bro Flex out.